Pictures up.
Pictures up.
Pictures up.
Let's roll sound.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Sound speeds.
Camera speeds. 2. Awesome. Take 2. Mark.
Set. And action.
Welcome to the Penn Cinema Podcast, your behind-the-curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now here are your hosts, Penn Ketchum and David Moulton.
Welcome to the show. I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. What's up?
Penn, welcome back.
David, welcome back.
East Side.
I couldn't find my way to the office. I was like, how do I get, where do we do this?
You called me. I heard your GPS in the background.
Right.
I was like, Penn, it's not that hard. Come on. I can see your house.
Right. It is good to be back. I tell you, I say this with complete sincerity. I missed my dog, I missed my house, all the obvious things, but I really, truly miss the theater. Like it is so good to be back, sort of in my spot.
No, what do you do with Hannah when you're gone? Does she just live at the theater?
Yeah.
Hannah, your dog?
Yeah, that's all.
Not another daughter we never talked about.
Our third daughter gets less press. Like their brother Eddie, who
doesn't get any press.
Who never gets any press. Ever since I made him disappear when he was 4. Yeah, so it's great to be back.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you got the memo about wearing black.
Black, yeah.
You know, it's important.
And I was like, Penn, switch it up. And then I was
Yeah.
like, so I can dress like you.
Right.
Yeah.
So, David, I have some, I was away.
Yeah, where were you?
I was at CinemaCon.
In Vegas?
In Las Vegas, in Glitter Gulch itself, at Caesar's Palace. I had an incredible week. Saw all kinds of content, all kinds of fascinating presentations, had some great conversations, tell you all about it. We'll talk all about it. But before we do, I did bring home some gifts for you.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Because this was the year you didn't bring me.
Well, I wanted
Right.
to make up for not bringing you. I wanted to make up for not bringing you this year.
This year, specifically.
Right.
Yeah.
I brought you one gift for every year that I haven't brought you.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right.
Oh,
So,
boy.
They are cutting edge, high quality, nothing but the best for my boy. First of all, I'm going to let you keep this. This is the Jumanji bag.
Ooh.
We're excited about Jumanji because I don't want you to have to carry your gifts home.
Oh, thank you.
In anything weird. So first up, we have, I believe, I don't know what it is, but I believe it is a Spider-Man laptop cover.
Ooh. Brand new day.
Brand new day.
I love it. Dolby Cinemas.
Dolby. We're going to talk about Dolby Cinema.
Okay.
Yeah. Or
Thank
maybe we
you.
won't. Maybe it's premature.
Oh,
But
wow. No, we should talk about it.
Okay. Also, brought you back some cold hard cash. There's $200 for you.
Finally got paid. Who is this on it?
This is from the upcoming movie, How to Rob a Bank.
How to Rob a Bank with a wolf.
And they had a stunning presentation at the Coliseum. And what happened was you're sitting there and the studio head was like talking.
Yeah.
First of all, can I just say all the studio heads were awful?
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about one of them in particular, but it was just every single studio head came out and said, we are 100% committed to theatrical, and we want to show the biggest movies on the biggest screens in your theaters, and we wouldn't be here without you. And it's like, why have I been getting kicked in the head for 20 years by the studios? And then one week a year we go to Vegas and they say how we're so important to the ecosystem of movie going.
Yeah. Without you, the movies would never make it to streaming.
Right. Exactly. Thank you. So anyway, so the studio head was yapping on and about some bullshit, and then literally these cannons went off and the lights went down, and there was those dollar bills, they must have shot, I don't know, 20,000. It was like confetti, but they were the fake dollar bills.
Yeah.
And they just blew up in the whole Coliseum. And these guys literally on dirt bikes rode into the Coliseum, and all these everyone dressed up as wolves and bank robbers, and they in an instant stormed the stage and the Coliseum. It was it literally took me and Amy, took us aback. You were shocked. They completely caught you off guard, and it was really effective.
What studio was it?
I forget. Does it say on there?
Oh, perfect.
It might be neon.
It's the United States of America.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they're in the movie business now, so.
Yeah, bunny. I don't know
Anyway,
if
the
this
movie
is-
looks good. It's a fun movie. Next up, we have a cutting edge gift from our friends at Disney.
Oh, wow.
This is for a movie coming out last year.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Just in time.
So we got a sneak peek, and it is a throw blanket from
Oh.
Avatar, Fire, and Ash.
Oh, and everyone knows. Actually, this is. I like this.
Did
one.
you see this one?
We saw this one.
Yeah.
This is the one about water.
Right. Right. Also brought you some pins from Disney. All the studios, I wonder if they had the reverse effect, because all the studios like took effort to highlight all their different studios within the studios.
Oh, okay.
You know, like Universal has Universal, and they also have Focus, and they also have this other, you know, and they like, and you never really think of them as different. Warner Brothers highlighted like Warner Brothers Animation and all this kind of stuff. And Disney gave us these pins to highlight 20th Century Studios, Pixar, Marvel Studios, Disney Animation, Searchlight, and Lucasfilm.
So this is Sony, the Empire, the pin set.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Except Disney.
Sony the Monopoly, or Disney
The
the
Monopoly. Okay, and next up is kind of dumb, but also might be the coolest gift.
Ooh.
I'm saving my favorite for last.
Okay.
But this is the closest thing to like semi-cool. This is The Rock. This is Rocky
Rocky.
from Project Hail Mary.
Oh, this is so cool. I'm opening it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So that people can see. It is a stuffed Rocky keychain, and it's awesome. Thank you. This is the best one.
It is the best
This
one.
is pretty awesome.
Absolutely the best one. All right, and then last and least, but also my favorite.
Also, I don't know what's your favorite.
Well, there's one more. I don't. This is for a movie we're not playing.
Oh, cool. An eyeball,
It's an eyeball from Corporate Retreat.
which is a movie where we have a trailer for.
Yes, I know. I made the decision not to play it after watching the trailer.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm not in that. That's not like official, but it comes out on May 22nd, which is absolutely packed. Like, I don't
Yeah.
see how I'm giving up a screen for Corporate Retreat.
This is perfect. I was just thinking at work, I was like, I need something to
Like a
squeeze.
stress ball, yeah.
And this fits the bill. Thanks.
Perfect. Yeah, and then last and least,
And least.
but also my favorite,
Okay.
we have a fan, and I'll let you open it and see what it is.
Which side? Okay. Stop that train. I cannot believe.
Give it to me straight. People are going to die. Give it to me gay. And then you can have this nice Jumanji bag to carry your loot.
Wow,
And
thank you.
yeah.
I feel like I was there.
It's pretty much
It's pretty much the
David, it's
same.
pretty much the same thing.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll leave this one out.
Yeah. We had a great time. Amy and I really just enjoyed everything. Amy's run into one of the sessions, and she's the whole thing's in Caesar's Palace.
Right.
Which is incredibly complicated to like find your way around. Once you get the layout, like it's okay. Excuse me.
And because it's been so many years.
I mean, I've been so many times I can't even count.
Right.
That you're
And I'm on zero.
you're still on zero. Yeah.
Next year,
Right.
yeah. Next year, if you took me the last year, you'll take me next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, so Amy's run into this session that she's late to.
Oh.
And there's this other woman also who says to Amy, like, do you know where the Pompeian ballroom is or whatever? And Amy's like, no, but I'm trying to find it. And so the two of them take off running together to find this ballroom. And somewhere along the way, they become best friends.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it turns out the woman that Amy met and is now best friends with, she's a movie producer, and she worked on such titles that you'll remember as Booksmart.
Oh.
Remember how much we loved
yeah.
Booksmart? And then some other titles that I hadn't heard of. But anyway, we ended up hanging out with her. We ended up becoming friends with her, and we're hopeful that she's going to come visit us in the spring and hopefully open up. She's working on a new movie, which I'm a little interested in. Or not a little, I'm very interested in and curious because she says it starts out as a comedy and ends as a thriller,
Interesting.
which sometimes we're nervous about that.
Yeah.
But she has a pretty good track record, so we'll hear her out on it.
Yeah. Was she coming to visit to base it on you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The Penn Ketchum story. It started out as a comedy.
Ended as a thriller.
Ended as a nightmare. Dressed in a daydream, something like a nightmare. That's a T. Swifty quote.
Maybe.
No, it is, but I butchered it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so that was exciting to meet her. And genuinely, we all hit it off. Like, she's a really nice lady. And I don't know if we'll play her movie or not, but we certainly will if we have the opportunity. And it was fascinating to see what she thinks about, like, when she's talking about movies. And we've talked on this show about DMA before, like where I rank in the DMA. And so our longtime listeners will know that DMA stands for Designated Market Area. And I was trying to impress upon her that Lidditz does really well. So I said, we're typically in the top 5, sometimes 10, but, we've been in the top 3 of the DMA. And she looks me dead in the eyes and goes, what's the DMA? I was like, what? I mean, Booksmart came out, 12 years ago? I mean, she's been in the business a long time. It's not like she's 18 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but she didn't know what the DMA was, which was fascinating to realize that there's an entire ecosystem of people making movies who are so uninvolved. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I just mean literally, like, it's not their job to know the exhibition business. But the exhibition business is so important to the success of their movie. But it's just fascinating that somebody so successful and legitimate in the movie business wouldn't know what a DMA was. I thought that was fascinating.
Yeah.
So
it just shows you how far the chain goes.
Yeah, exactly. And then another highlight, and then we'll get to some sort of national, stories that apply to everyone. But another Penn Cinema highlight was, I met with a lot of my friends from different studios, and that was really great. I met with my rep from one major studio who I have been working with for a couple of years now, and we get along great, but we had never met. Do you remember the last time that happened to me? We've told this story on the show before. And so, again, I'm not going to name names because I don't want to embarrass anybody, but I worked with this guy from a major studio for a few years, and then we were like, oh, we should meet at CinemaCon so we can finally meet each other. You remember this now? Mm-hmm. And so, I'm sitting there in the restaurant, and he comes walking in, and he's my age, and I'm sitting there, and before he says hello or how you doing or nice to meet you or anything, he looks me up and down, and he goes, I thought you'd be younger. What the fuck is that to say to somebody? What? I was like, well, I thought you wouldn't be a douchebag. So I went into this year. I had a very similar situation. A guy that I deal with every week, but who I've never met. And I said to Amy on the way to breakfast, I said, I hope the first thing out of his mouth isn't something insulting.
Oh, please tell me it was.
It was not. Right. I wish
Missed
I could.
Opportunity.
I wish I could tell you he was like.
You got to start getting them first.
I thought you'd be better looking. So yeah, it was. So anyway, this guy was great. We really hit it off, and it was funny because I said, "Thanks a lot for taking time," and he's like, "Well, I really enjoy working with you, and you're really important to me," and blah blah blah. And then he goes, "I really don't like having breakfast with. I really don't like people." And I was like, oh. And he goes, I have a very small social battery, so I really have to pick and choose when I go out, and meet people, but I really wanted to meet you. And I was like, okay, well, that makes me feel special, that this guy who doesn't like people took time out of his, because he's there for work, but having breakfast with Penn is not something he has to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's something he can choose. Like, there are plenty of studios who chose not to see me this week.
What?
Including our friends at IMAX.
Whoa.
Who had a gigantic, big party, like literally huge party. And we were not invited. I guess I should stop being, I should stop telling them how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, was Jason Statham there to invite you to anything?
I got snubbed by IMAX. I got snubbed by Paramount. I got snubbed left, right, and center all over the place. Lionsgate took care of me. They invited me to their party. We had a great time. That was really nice. I met a woman from the Hollywood Foreign Press who I had never met before. And I think
Hollywood's domestic, that, right?
But they have a Foreign Press Association. And she lives in LA and she works for Hollywood Foreign Press, I believe. And I think I had a fascinating conversation with her. But the reason why I say I think is because I could only understand like every second or third word. You know, she had a very thick accent.
American accent. Yeah, I get it.
Right.
Hollywood's based in America.
Right.
She had an American accent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's almost like you were there.
Yeah.
Were you there?
Almost.
Yeah.
Not this time.
No, not this time.
Maybe next time.
The highlight, though, what I'm trying to get to, the last little Penn Cinema specific story, is our friends at Angel Studios.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we had a great time with them. We sat and talked, and you know, they really have common sense, and they, you know, I don't want to get into what we talked about because it's not official yet, but let's just say we're really hyped for Young Washington. We're really hyped. Did you know they're the studio behind the Milton Hershey biopic called Hershey? So yeah, they have some great content, and what they're trying to do differently, I think this is good for our listeners to know. It's not that they're turning away from faith-based content because that's their core, that's who they are, you know, at their very center. But they're trying to expand it. So their new mantra is amplify light. You know, so they're trying to take good stories and amplify them, whether they happen to be related to faith-based, you know, religious plots or not. They just want a positive story. They want a good story.
I am fully for that.
Yeah.
So like we talked about it a little bit before. I grew up in the faith and stuff, and there is a whole lot of these companies that start off and they make a couple like very faith oriented things, and then they get stuck, and then it means everything they have to do has to be this faith based. Like they can't make it. They have to shoehorn it in.
Right.
And there were companies that did it. I can't even remember, but I remember like Tooth and Nail Records like was a big one where it was like, all right, these are, in that case, it was bands that were faith-based, like people making music that was safe. If you were someone who wanted to listen to something and you were in that world, you could listen to this and it wasn't about God, but it wasn't about anything that you would be offended by.
Yeah.
And I think that's key.
Yeah. So anyway, we came out of that meeting with Angel was the highlight of my week.
Wow.
Yeah, for real.
Well, not this podcast? Well, I guess it was 2 weeks ago.
It was 2 weeks ago,
okay.
yeah. All right, so you want to talk about the two big bad guys?
I was almost insulted.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. So lots of news came out, and it was 2 weeks ago, so we're not going to go through every single big thing. Did you see you were at Sony's? Mm-hmm. You saw the Spider-Man stuff? Mm-hmm. I heard that was pretty impressive.
It was very impressive.
Yeah. So I cannot wait for next year for Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider, whatever the Spider-Verse is called, the third one.
Right.
But let's talk about what the Sony guy said, because this was a big hubbub.
Yeah.
You lead the way.
So I don't know what his title is. Tom Rothman's the president, head honcho, main guy over at Sony. And he's been a fan of theatrical, and he's been a good supporter. And I love working with Sony, and I literally always have. But he came out and ruffled some feathers.
Yeah.
Because he was basically lecturing us, telling us we need to, he called it the ad crack. And what he was referring to was, he said, you got to get off the ad crack. And what he's talking about doesn't apply to Penn Cinema, but everybody else took offense, as I took offense on their behalf, because what he's talking about is how Regal and AMC, and I'm sorry, I shouldn't have pointed those two out. Everybody plays ads before the movies. And we've talked about
Some
it on
places a lot longer.
And we talked about it on the show. A lot of customers are really pushing back to the chains who are playing 20, 30, 40 minutes worth of commercials. So for a 7 o'clock movie, the feature is starting at 7:35 sometimes, 7:40, which is outrageous. And frankly, I don't know how they schedule around that. I don't get it. But nonetheless, there has been a lot of pushback, and he said, and I agree with the spirit of what he was saying, but the issue is how he presented it, and also how he presented it with no alternative ideas or anything like that. But he was basically saying, like, you're ruining the theatrical experience by getting carried away with trailers or with ads. And I don't necessarily disagree with the spirit of what he said, but it could have been presented more positively as like, hey, we have a shared commitment. Like the way I see it is that we have a shared obligation, commitment, responsibility to protect the theatrical experience. We need going to the movies to be fun, and exactly what we've always known and loved it to be. Unless we're going to take it and improve it, change it for the better. But this is an element, this sort of craziness with the 40-minute pre-shows is an element that is taking away from the theatrical pre-show. So he lectured us about getting rid of that in a way that I found offensive. And then the third thing was something I took offense to, which was, he's like, you need to lower your prices. And I was like, thinking to myself, lower my prices? Like, are you going to charge me less film rent?
Yeah.
Are you going to pay my mortgage? Are you going to pay for the loan that I took out to play the projectors that you're requiring us to have for your, content? And just none of it sat well, and the general sense afterwards was a general distaste for his presentation. So.
Yeah, I had read that he rustled some feathers. I mean, some of the stuff I got, I was like, I think the ad thing is kind of like people are smart to it now.
Yeah.
So it's not really that effective.
Right.
And that means that people pay less. So it's like, you're not making it, I don't know. It's like shorten it up.
Well, the overall thing that I had a problem with this guy is that his speech to us showed a total failure to understand the pressures that we are under in terms of capital expenses.
Yeah.
Our chairs are getting old, our carpets get worn, not to mention we're going to talk in a minute about Infinity Vision, the pressure on us to upgrade our equipment. It costs a shit ton of money to run a movie theater, to own a movie theater, to pay the mortgage, to pay the rent, to keep everything looking nice. And his presentation showed a total disregard for the pressures of capital expenses.
It also felt like he was putting the blame on, movies aren't doing well because of you.
Right.
And not because we stopped making good movies.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
All
right, well, let's move on to the other big thing.
Yeah.
Disney had a lot of stuff going on, including, you were there for Disney?
I was.
You see the big Endgame shenanigans?
No, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, why?
I watched our presentation, and it was great, and everything was going great, and then they got to the Marvel part.
Yeah.
And they announced Infinity Vision.
And so you walked out?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Holy smokes. I think that deserves...
Yeah. And I knew Robert Downey Jr. was in the building. I knew that they had all the characters lined up, and they started playing content, and while the content was playing, I left.
Okay.
I could not sit still.
Yeah. Okay. This is crazy. This is crazy because I want to hear what you said, because what I've heard have basically people are just like, this is nothing. Like, this is they're just, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But I want to hear,
well, it
you.
might be nothing.
Yeah.
And I've been promised a phone call from Disney, which I haven't gotten yet, even though it's been a few days.
Well, they were vacationing after CinemaCon.
Right. So I left CinemaCon and I went, and then when I had a minute to, when I got back to it, I was working remotely the second week that I was gone.
Right.
So I sent an email out last Sunday night, to my friends at Disney, expressing my dismay. And so I guess we need to set the table.
Let's talk about what it is.
So the issue is they announced this thing called Infinity Vision, and they are going to promote theaters that get certified as Infinity Vision theaters. And the certification process is rigorous. And basically it's an answer to IMAX, because as we've discussed on the show, they're not getting IMAX. Warner Brothers has IMAX locked up with Dune 3.
Yeah.
And this is Disney's attempt to say the very best theaters in the world are playing Avengers, and you'll know that they're the best theaters because they will be approved as Infinity Vision locations.
Okay. What are the requirements?
I have no idea.
They haven't said.
No, we'll get to that. So they're in there, and they're talking about how basically they're going to be putting together a list of the best theaters, and they're going to be prescribing to us the parameters for quality presentations. This whole topic flies in the face of what we've been talking about all year, which is the trend towards premium large formats, PLF, is bad for the movie business because, like, when we sell out Star Wars, just for an example, for whatever, Wicked, when we sold Wicked when I sold Stranger Things on 9 screens on New Year's Eve, or Wicked on 14 screens on opening night, the audience the biggest theater in Lidditz is Theater 5, and the smallest theater in Lidditz is Theater 1. When the audience comes out of Theater 1, they're talking about that movie. Never once in 20 years has someone come out of a big opening night and said to me, oh, I wish I'd seen that in one of your bigger theaters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Theater 1 is our smallest theater, and it is still a beautiful, amazing theatrical presentation worthy of any title. So to go and say that there's some prescribed set of standards that you're going to define, that makes this theater better than the next theater is bad it may be fine for Avengers on opening weekend, but it's bad for the rest of the movie business. It's bad for the rest of the industry. But really what irks me is now you get to decide which of your friends are going to be certified as Infinity Vision on opening weekend.
Yeah.
And sure enough, Penn Cinema, as it stands today, does not meet any of the criteria.
Wow.
We will not. Penn Cinema, the weekend that this dropped, was 3rd in the DMA. 3rd. That means we're a pretty big theater.
Yeah.
You got Warrington, you got King of Prussia Mall, you got Penn Cinema Lidditz. And you're telling me that Penn Cinema Lidditz will not be an Infinity Vision theater when Avengers opens. Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's insane. So my head was spinning trying to process all of this new information that they dropped. And they were bragging about it. They were not, this is going to be the best thing since sliced bread. And I just could not handle the arrogance and the short-sightedness of it and the exclusivity. I'm always about inclusion. We never want to exclude anybody. And when you start naming from your little pulpit about the best theaters, that's excluding people. So forget Penn Cinema. What about the little theater in Du Bois, Iowa? You know what I mean? What about the theater in Oxford, Maine?
Yeah.
Like their theater isn't good enough, like their community can't go see Avengers in their theater. So I started to get freaked out about it because I also know we've missed out on a couple early access screenings because more and more, and we'll get to this in the next topic, more and more studios are releasing premium large format early access outside of IMAX. So the studios, it's almost like the studios have had enough of IMAX. And now they're saying like, hey, we're just doing our own early access. It has to be premium large format, but not IMAX. So Penn Cinema does not have any PLF. Our PLF is IMAX, which historically has always been the standard bearer. But the tides are changing and that's no longer the case. So my head was spinning so much on all of this that I could not sit there and applaud I couldn't sit there another minute. So Amy and I left.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's funny. You got one head of the thing going, hey, make cuts.
Right.
And just deal with what you have. And the other people are like, put more money into it.
Right.
And then make cuts.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's incredibly stressful. So I don't know where it's going to land. November's a long way away, and we may make some changes and be able to get in on Infinity Vision. And everybody on the internet is just saying, oh, this is a dumb marketing scheme from Disney and it's nothing. And that may be how it turns out, but it's hard for me, who always has taken a lot of pride in the highest standards of theatrical presentations. It's hard for me to sit still and, sort of listen to this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So transitioning to the next broader topic. The biggest takeaway from CinemaCon was the premium large format Battle Royale. Drew and I spent some time in the GDC booth looking at they have an incredible laser presentation.
Oh, so Drew was there.
Drew was there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So Drew and Amy, who doesn't work at the theater.
Right. We had the whole gang. We had everybody who's anybody. It was me. It was Amy. It was Drew.
Yeah.
Michael was there.
Well, any of the girls go with?
Right. No, the girls came out later and met us out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. This cool guy that I met last weekend, I forget his name, but I brought him along.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think his name might have been Phil. He came out.
Just admiring the souvenirs that I got. So I'm sorry. You and Drew were at the booth.
Was Drew there? Did I say no? I was at the booth by myself.
Okay, all right. Because you went by yourself,
Right, obviously.
Yeah.
Did I say Amy? No, it was just me.
That was on FaceTime.
Because that's the only airfare I could afford was just one ticket.
Just one ticket. Yeah.
In steerage, I was down with the luggage in the bottom of the plane. We went to the GDC booth. We went to the Dolby booth, and I just think it's fascinating, like the confluence of studios driving the ship towards PLF, which I disagree with it philosophically, but also like, okay, like there is something to be said for, really being able to have a, next level killer. I mean, my dream, which is not realistic, but I'd like to go Dolby Vision on all 14 screens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Dolby Vision would be sick, and so we're going to talk to Dolby and we're going to see about making some upgrades to bring premium large format. We're going to start in Lidditz and then see what we can do with the other locations.
Cool.
But it's a incredibly, and I'm not trying to like whine, but it's an incredibly expensive proposition. Like it's just stunning how quickly they're like, oh, well, this and this is 50 grand, that's 150 grand, that's 150 grand, this is 200 grand. And that's just like page one.
Yeah.
It doesn't include all the ancillary shit that goes around it. So it's a tough time. But all in all, the vibe at CinemaCon was very high. Everybody was really excited about the slate. And we, like you said, the show was 2 weeks ago, so we don't need to like report on stuff. But like, for example, we watched a trailer, or no, I don't think we did. The trailer for Mr. Irrelevant. Like that was a movie that I wasn't really on my radar, and then I cried watching the trailer. Like it's so good, and it's just like one good killer movie after another. So I think it's gonna be a great year, and I'm excited about it. And don't get me wrong, like I don't want anyone to go away from this conversation with the wrong idea. I'm not anti PLF.
Right.
I love premium large format. I love watching a movie in IMAX, and if I can bring PLF to Lidditz and then eventually to Huntington Valley and to Wilmington, I certainly will. But it's a sticky wicket, as our friends in London would say.
Two more things about CinemaCon.
Talk to me.
That'll be our news for this week. First up, I want to hear what you think about this.
Yeah.
Because you missed this announcement because, I don't know, you had to use the bathroom or something.
Right.
I don't know, you weren't in the theater when it happened. But Disney announced that there will be a theatrical release, a re-release of Avengers Endgame with new footage that will be crucial to the story of Doomsday.
Yeah. I heard about this, and I'll tell you what I think about it. But the first thought I had when I heard about it is, I wonder what David thinks about this. And I say that totally sincerely. Like, will moviegoers and fans of Marvel, do you take any offense at like the manipulation of Disney, like trying to, make you buy a ticket to see Endgame again in order to be ready for Doomsday?
What I thought this was going to be is there would be an end, because I don't think Endgame had an end credit scene.
Okay.
I thought they were just going to be adding an end credit scene, which I think is fine. Like, I don't have a problem with that because I could very easily find that online.
Yeah.
And, I'd probably see it, but whatever.
Yeah.
But from my understanding is that they are weaving it into, they're changing the movie by weaving the stuff into it and essentially making another movie.
Yeah.
It's obviously not going to be totally different, but they are putting stuff into it to change it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It does seem, I don't like that I have to see this movie,
Right.
Or I'll miss out.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Before, if they put it at the end, it was like, oh, it's a fun thing.
Yeah.
Like, I could probably read about it, know what happens, and be fine. But now I'm going to feel like I'm going to miss out if I don't see it. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I was wondering. But my position on it is great. They're re-releasing it, I believe, like in September.
Yeah.
There's nothing else out coming. It's got people who love it are going to be excited to like. I'm a big Mission Impossible fan. If the next chapter of Mission Impossible was coming out and they re-released the last one with different footage, like me as a fan of that franchise, like I'd go see it. It'd be like a fun excuse to go see it.
I guess I am a little bit torn. Like I do feel like it's manipulative. I do feel like they've now made it a chore.
Right.
That's the part that kind of takes away.
Yeah.
Because they said it's crucial. If it was just stuff where they were like, oh, we added in scenes that hint at Doomsday stuff, but they are like, oh no, you need to see this to get it. And I'm like, man, I know so many people who it's hard to get them to watch a Marvel movie because they're like, I don't know there's too much homework. I don't and I don't want to watch it.
Yes. And that's what everybody, I'm going to draw a blank, but that's what everybody loved. What Marvel movie came out recently? There was one that came out and everybody was like, I loved it because I could just watch it.
Oh yeah.
What's the second thing?
The second thing, and this one is, I don't know. I mean, you probably saw it, but I don't know how deep you went into it. Popcorn buckets.
Yeah.
The business is exploding, and not just popcorn buckets. Like all the accoutrements that you can sell down there with the stuffies and all sorts of things, and specifically. The ones that I saw a lot about were Masters of the Universe. Yeah. Did you see these?
I did.
Some of them, one I saw, which was, I think, exclusive already to one line of theaters, but it was like steps with a throne at the top with 6-inch figures on it, and it like only had this much room for popcorn. It was like.
Right.
It was cool as hell, but at the same time, it was like, why? Like that.
Right.
The Battle Cat one, I'm just saying, if you get that one, you need to pull a Yoshi and it needs to be on our set.
How about the one, did you see the one for Mandalorian and Grogu? What are those, the AT-ATs, the AT?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they got those as popcorn buckets.
Those
That's
are
going to
so
be
cool,
sick.
Too. I mean, that should be a set piece, too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But, and then I saw... To even bring it further, did you see the Masters of the Universe sword? Yeah. That's a cup.
Yeah.
And so it's like a full-size sword, and there's a big straw that goes through the handle, and then in the hilt is where all the soda goes. Right. And it's such a cool idea, but at the same time, you're like, oh, that's so dumb. But it's
so cool.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so dumb and so cool. Yeah. The Penn Cinema Podcast.
Exactly. Did you have any that like stuck out to you? I mean,
no, I didn't.
Other than that?
Yeah. But I will say, to your point, the popcorn buckets is such a big part of our business now that while I was meeting with studios, Drew literally had meetings set up with popcorn bucket distributors. Like he literally went and had meetings to make sure he was on the cutting edge, so to speak.
Yeah. And the other thing I saw is that the cup toppers are also exploding.
Quite big.
Yeah. It's crazy. Whew. It was really cool to see. I was like, there were a bunch of toy YouTubers and stuff that I followed that were invited to CinemaCon just to do content on the popcorn buckets and stuff.
That's crazy.
Crazy. So. All right, Penn. That's all the news fit to print.
I backed up into it. Did you see that? I was backed.
I liked it. It was because you knew they were going to zoom in.
Yeah, right.
You know? And as if the CinemaCon part of the show wasn't long enough.
How are we going to do this?
Well, we don't have to spend too much time on the stuff we don't want to spend too much time on.
Okay.
So we can fly through things.
Okay. And we'll keep our movie reviews succinct.
Yeah. Okay. It usually gets out of control.
Right.
But...
All right. This morning we have 473 trailers to review.
I was walking in and Goonies Jason was like, it's probably going to be a long one with all the CinemaCon stuff. And I was like, yeah, there's like 20 trailers too. Dude, this is insane. All right.
You may be slow, but you're small. Okay.
Let's start off with Practical Magic 2. Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. Do you remember Practical Magic 1?
No.
Did you know there was a movie, Practical Magic 1?
I knew it existed, yes. And I remember, and they came out and presented at CinemaCon. And the trailer looks like fun. I think this movie is going to be very good. Middle of the road, fun, cheesy.
I am surprised you're saying that.
Why?
because I found this trailer very confusing. I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be serious,
Right.
if it was supposed to be funny, if it was supposed to be sexy, because it tried to be all of them.
It's supposed to be just funny.
And I'm like, well, is it going to be about their daughters or something? Or is it going to be about them dating? Or is it going to be about them fighting some big evil power? Or I don't know.
Yeah, your reaction is probably what a lot of women's reactions was when they announced there's going to be Hellboy 2. You know what I mean? I didn't know there was a Hellboy 1. What is this? It's a rock?
Well, he looks more like a man.
Right. Right. Exactly.
boy.
Exactly. Speaking of people that look like men,
Yeah.
Clayface.
Yeah.
This teaser was dropped at CinemaCon. What do you think about this?
I think this looks way better than I thought it would.
Okay.
It looks way more like horror than, or it looks like horror like it should. Clayface is one of my favorite Batman villains.
Obviously.
Did you know he was a Batman villain before now?
No.
Okay.
And I did not know that after having watched the trailer.
Okay. Even though it said DC.
Right.
Yeah. Clayface is. Now, here's the thing. In Batman, in his rogues gallery, there are 8 different people who call themselves Clayface.
Oh.
With all very similar type powers. But it's basically, I don't know, it looks like they're going for the one that they did in the animated series where it's a washed up actor who gets some sort of surgery where he can move his face to look however he wants.
Yeah.
But then it turns out to change his whole body into giant like clay monster. And he can look and like people and stuff. Is Batman going to be in it? I don't know. As long as they don't turn him into an anti-hero, like they did with Venom and Morbius and all that stuff. If you still do it and make him tragic so that he can show up in a Batman movie, I'm all for it.
I got $5 that says you hate this movie.
Visually, it looked really cool.
Okay.
Okay, $5.
$5 is $5.
That's a lot of bucks.
Yeah, you put that in a little piggy bank and save up for a flight to Vegas.
Maybe for a CinemaCon. Super Troopers 3 comes out in August. Penn, did you know that there was a Super Troopers 2?
I did know the first 2 Super Troopers, and I did see them, and I did, what's the word I'll use? Enjoy them. I didn't love them enough. I've never told anybody like, hey, you got to watch that Super Troopers.
Yeah.
But like, it's fine. It's fun. Like, we'll play this movie. It'll be good. It'll do some business. It'll probably open in theater 12, like that type of deal.
I saw the first one several times.
Yeah.
I don't know that I ever saw the second one.
Yeah. This trailer had some laughs. It's like, it was okay. It reminded me of Naked Gun. Like, I don't think it's going to live up to the hype.
Yeah.
What was the movie we recently reviewed that I said, Stop That Train?
Yeah.
Like Stop That Train, I think, is going to be funnier than Super Troopers 3.
Agreed. Yeah, this has a very specific type of humor they're going for, and they're leaning into it hard.
Yeah. Next up, we have Billie Eilish 3D from the Hit Me Hard, Hit Me Soft tour, or Hit Me Hard and Soft tour. And this is co-directed by one James Cameron, i.e. the most profitable director of all time.
And who's the other director?
And the other director is one Billie Eilish.
Wow, that's weird. It's a movie about Billie Eilish.
So I don't know. She came and her and James Cameron presented the content for this, and I feel like this is going to be a huge movie because Billie Eilish has a huge fan base. And I think her fan base will be the beginning and the end of the audience that comes out for it. Interesting note, we are putting this in our larger 3D auditoriums, which is, usually when we get a movie in 3D, we put it in Theater 13, which holds about 60 seats. But we're playing Billie in Theater 6 with about 110 seats.
One of our earlier years of the show, we reviewed the documentary about her.
Yeah.
And I remember it was incredibly fascinating.
Yes.
And really well done. And I stand by that it was fantastic. I'd watch it again easily.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, I didn't know a whole ton about her. And I still don't outside of that.
Right.
I would watch this movie off the merits of that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she was a very interesting performer to watch.
Yeah.
And I think that would make a movie. Next up, we have Spaceballs 2, which had a teaser that was probably one of the better things they could do. Is they explained why it wasn't called Mel Brooks comes on and he says, it's not called Spaceballs, The Search for More Money, because I found the money. It was in my basement. And he said it's called Spaceballs, the new one, because it's just like Spaceballs, the old one, but it's the new one.
It's the new one.
And it was just the right same type of humor as Spaceballs, Mel Brooks, and it was. And they didn't show any footage.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it worked perfectly.
They showed some footage at CinemaCon, and they had the whole cast except for Mel Brooks on the stage, and they did this really funny bit where the last one to come on stage was Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
And everybody screamed. Like, everybody else that came on stage got a good, warm welcome. When Rick Moranis came out, the place went crazy. And then they did this bit where everybody on stage like said these really heartfelt, like a nice short speech about what it meant working on the film. And then every time Rick Moranis started talking, he got like a sentence or two out, and then somebody else interrupted him, and they never went back to him. And in true Spaceballs fashion, they kept that bit up through the whole presentation, and they never did go back to Rick Moranis. He never did say anything touching. So I thought that was, it was great. This movie's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know how well it's going to do, but like, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be a hoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a trailer of the week?
I do.
Okay, me too.
Is this yours? Power Ballad trailer number 2?
It's not. Go ahead.
Starring Power Ballad stars Nick Jonas and Paul Rudd, I think.
Yeah.
This is a movie from our friends at Lionsgate. It comes out on June 5th. I think this is going to be a good, successful, popular movie. The trailer, the premise is this guy, essentially has this aspiring sort of musician guy has a special night with this rock star guy, and then the rock star and they sort of share songs and have these deep conversations, and then the rock star guy takes one of those conversations and one of those songs and one of those riffs and turns it into like this massive global success.
Yeah.
It has a similar vibe to what was that Beatles movie where the kid all of a sudden lived in a world where there was Yesterday. It has a similar vibe to Yesterday, in my opinion. But I don't know. To me, this movie's whatever. It looks good.
Yeah. And this is the second trailer, and it had a scene, and I don't remember if it was in the first one where, I don't know if it was his manager or whoever, they're meeting with lawyers, and they go, well, legally, you don't have a case. And the guy's like, well, what about illegally?
Right. That was the best line probably in the whole movie.
Yeah. Next up, we have my trailer of the week.
Oh my God.
Is it yours?
Are you skipping around?
No.
So you're telling me that Street Fighter is your trailer of the week?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Street Fighter. This looks fantastic. I was excited for Mortal Kombat, and this looks way better than Mortal Kombat. It is hokey, and it does all of the Street Fighter things. They even got Ken punching a car just like in the game, and I like that they're not holding back. They're like, oh yeah, no, this is cheesy, and we're being super cheesy.
We're doing it,
and these characters are over the top, and it doesn't make any sense. They didn't make them some sort of stupid special forces like they did in the old Street Fighter movie. Like it's very much tongue in cheek, and the action looks fun and over the top, and I loved it. I'm totally for it.
Great.
You hated this, didn't you?
I did not hate it, but I did not expect that reaction.
Yeah.
I thought it looked good, and I kind of watched it and was like, oh, that'll do business. Comes out in the middle of October from Paramount.
Yeah.
They do great movies, so I'm sure this is going to be great. I kind of watched it and shrugged, and it's your trailer of the week.
Jason Momoa as Blanca doing the like whole shake thing.
Yeah.
It was great. I mean, you probably never played Street Fighter, right?
True.
Yeah. So.
All right, next up we have Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass from our friends at Sony Pictures Classics. It stars Zoe Deutsch.
Yeah.
Do you know her? Do we know her? It's not Zoe Deschanel.
No.
Totally different.
She's been in other stuff.
It's a different Zoe. This movie looks funny. This is a raunchy R-rated movie. Basically, this woman's husband cheats on her with a celebrity, I think, and then the fortune teller tells her, well, the only way for you to resolve this is for you to have sex with John Hamm.
Yeah. So her and her husband had if you ever had an opportunity to sleep with this one person,
Like a hall pass. Yeah.
you could, and he did.
Right.
And now she's like, well, what do I do?
And it didn't work out great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Here's my take on this.
this trailer was short, and some would say too short.
I think the movie looks good. I like the premise. I like the comedy. I predict that if John Hamm is in it, it's going to be great. And if they try to make this movie without John Hamm, then I feel like it's going to suck. I don't think there's middle ground.
I'm sure he's in it. I'm sure he's in it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. At least a cameo of some sort.
Yep. Next up, we have a movie not coming to Penn Cinema called Carolina, Caroline from our friends at Magnolia Pictures on June 5th. This movie looks great. It stars
Samara Weaving.
Samara Weaving. It looks great, but it's coming out like in the heat of busy summertime.
Yeah. This is two con artists. It's very Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
I thought it looked fine. Like, I'd watch it, but it didn't look like something I'd seek out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Bonnie and Clyde story, but more focused on the girl.
There's a phrase in booking, in exhibition, that I don't think we've ever used on this show. And the phrase is a Monday for Friday booking. And what that means is you don't want to play the movie, but you'll keep yourself open-minded to it. And if on that Monday, when we typically book movies, when we book movies on Monday, it's for that Friday.
Yeah.
And 99% of them we've already had the conversation, like, tickets have been on sale, we know it's booked, we know we're getting it, everything, and then Monday is just confirming everything. But when there's a movie you want to stay open-minded to, if you have room at the last minute, you'll book it Monday for Friday. So this movie right here, Carolina, Caroline, is a Monday for Friday booking.
Okay. The next is a movie that I'm more and more interested in.
Yeah.
The Death of Robin Hood, starring Hugh Jackman, where he plays Old Man Robin Hood, who in the last, they don't do it in this trailer, but in the last trailer, it looks like he gets hurt or something and like taken in by a village and decides to just like live there, and then people come looking for him and he goes Robin Hood.
This looks kind of like dark and gritty.
Oh, yeah,
and gritty.
real dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think it looks amazing. I can't wait to see it. That comes out June 19th. That's going to be a good one.
Next up is Hungry, which is a horror movie about Yeah, okay, sorry, I got confused with it. This one is about a giant hippo.
A hungry hippo?
Hungry hippo.
Okay.
That hunts people down on the Amazon River or I think the Amazon, some river, and starts killing people a la Jaws or anything along that sort. It looks absolutely over the top ridiculous. Not in the same way that Street Fighter made me excited.
Right.
It just looks absolutely over the top ridiculous. I don't know who's going to see this movie.
No, I think very, very few people will see this movie.
Yeah.
Next up, we have another movie that looks questionable. Corporate Retreat, trailer number 2. It opens up on May 22nd. And again, we're not going to get it, not because the movie doesn't look good, but because May 22nd, like, you got Star Wars, you're still holding Devil Wears Prada, you got Billie Eilish, you got Mortal Kombat, you probably still have Super Mario and Project Hail Mary. Like, May 22nd is jam-packed, with killer movies. You're not going to give up a screen for a 2-bit horror movie. So, what do you think about Corporate Retreat?
So the premise here is this company books a corporate retreat and they go, and then the retreat turns out to be like a Hunger Games type thing, where they have them mutilate each other to prove that they're devoted or
they're
whatever,
worthy,
or they're going to die.
Yeah.
And it looks like crazy, weird psychological horror gore, but then also like they were trying to be funny, which did not fit the trailer at all. I don't know. Didn't really interest me.
I will say this. It's interesting to me. I don't know what studio this is from. Whatever studio it is spent a ton of money at CinemaCon. They had people walking around like in bloody costumes from the movie, handing out pens that had some kind of red stuff in it, and they were saying, "Do you want a pen full of my blood? Do you want a pen full of my blood?" And it was like so creepy. And then you saw the eyeball that they were giving out, and like It's just interesting to me that such a small movie made such a big effort at CinemaCon. I'm glad they did. I just wish they would have picked a different date from May 22nd.
All right. Next is a movie that has a lot of history.
Oh.
Where this movie was filmed years ago and then shelved, I think, by Warner Brothers. And it was they were doing the tax write-off thing like they did with Batwoman.
Yeah.
And now, through, I don't know, demand or whatever, it's coming out because I guess people who saw it really liked it.
Yeah.
And it's Coyote versus Acme, which is Wile E. Coyote suing the Acme company with Will Forte and John Cena and a bunch of other people. I liked this trailer. I thought it was effective. It was good.
Yeah.
For what it is.
Yeah.
A live action with cartoon character movie.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit style.
Yeah. Or Space Jams.
Yeah, Space Jams. I think late August is the perfect release date for this because I don't trust that this movie's going to carry. Like it's not. I don't think it's good enough to be a summer movie, but I think it's a great end of summer. We've seen the summer stuff. We already saw Minions 4 times.
Yeah.
Like blah blah blah. We saw Toy Story 6 times.
You got to do this movie when the kids are out of school.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a great end of summer, Labor Day weekend type of deal. So yeah, I think I agree with everything you said. I think it looks good. Next up, we have a movie from IFC, which we love. We love them. We're playing there. We're about to review their movie Over Your Dead Body this morning. I think that's the studio.
I think so.
This movie that we're talking about, the trailer is saccharine, which I believe is a fancy word for sugar.
I don't know. What do you think of this trailer?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around. Earlier in the episode, you used the word accoutrement.
Yeah.
I have to look that up, and I don't have my dictionary with me.
Yeah,
so.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's some big words. I thought this movie looked I don't know. What do you think?
It's a horror movie about eating disorders, and basically, the premise that I'm getting from the trailer is this girl works as a pharmaceutical company that's making drugs for weight loss, and they're using the ash of people in the drug. And I don't know if she tries to recreate it or whatever. She starts taking it, but I think she gets possessed by the spirit of hunger. I don't know if it's the person or whatever. And she's losing weight, but in order to lose weight, she has to eat an insane amount of stuff.
It has Demi Moore in the Substance vibes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
Next up, we have Focker-in-Law, starring Ariana Grande, Robert De Niro, Ben Stiller. They did a hilarious bit at CinemaCon. Stiller and De Niro came out and presented the movie, and they did this hilarious bit where Stiller basically said, I guess I'm the new, now that I'm the father-in-law, I'm the new, you could almost say I'm the new De Niro. And then De Niro went through this whole bit where he pretended to take offense, and then they broke character, and it was a really good presentation. It was really funny. I think Ariana Grande is going to bring a fresh presence to the movie. I think she's a great casting decision. And also good for her for sort of, this is a little different from what she's, we most recently saw her in Wicked. We've seen her in other things. I think this is going to be a really funny movie. I'm excited. It's from Universal, comes out this summer, comes out Thanksgiving. But the one comment I wanted to make, I read a review online and the comments section, and I'm surprised I hadn't thought of this myself. The guy says, okay, this looks great, but when are we getting Motherfucker? Come on. That's so
Interesting.
good. It's such an obvious choice. That's got to be the next one.
Do you remember the third one?
No.
It was called Little Fockers.
Okay.
About the kids.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Me neither.
The second one was bad. I didn't do the third one, and I have no desire to see this one.
Yeah. Okay, next up is Godzilla -0, which we're going to talk about in the listeners' news and notes. But this movie was filmed for IMAX. Comes out on November 6th. They had a great presentation at CinemaCon.
Yeah.
I think the teaser got me hyped for this movie.
Godzilla comes to the States.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
And apparently makes it all the way to the East Coast.
Yeah. From Japan.
Yeah.
So he goes the long way.
Okay.
went down.
Or does he come to L.A. and then cross country?
Oh, maybe he does cross country. I didn't even think about that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It was good. There's not much to it, but it's good.
Next up is a movie that I don't know if we're going to be getting at Penn Cinema or not. It's from IFC, and it is my trailer of the week. Far and away, easily. This is the best trailer I've seen in a long time.
What?
And you are out of your mind for not picking it.
What? Did we watch the same trailer?
This is the Red Band trailer for a movie called Idiots. The trailer tells you nothing about the plot.
Yeah.
You have to piece it together from the comments section. The trailer does everything that you complain other trailers do or do not do. The trailer does not do everything that you complain the other trailers do.
This was a horribly put together trailer. It had some funny bits though.
But that was a funny bit I just did, right?
It was pretty hilarious. I obviously cannot stop laughing.
It does do the do that you don't do
right
on the other trailer.
Diapers.
Do.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. The movie's called Idiots. I'm not even going to comment on it except to say that the trailer was really refreshing because it was so fast, so tightly edited. I have no idea what the movie's about, although I did read the comment section because David taught me read the comment section. And so I do know what the movie's about, but I just recommend Idiots. The whole movie, the name of the movie is Idiots.
Idiots.
And you had me at Idiots.
Next up we have The Dog Stars, which I could not figure out what the whole premise of this was. It's post-apocalyptic. It stars Margaret Qualley, Josh Brolin, and some other guy. It's post-apocalyptic, but then I couldn't understand if it was just people fighting each other or if they were zombies or something. Because it doesn't seem like they are, but then they show action footage that makes it look, I don't know.
Yeah.
This movie looked like whatever.
Yeah, it's getting an IMAX release. It comes out in August, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Last up, we have a movie called Leviticus, which I read one review called it Brokeback Mountain meets It Follows.
Yes, this is a very good horror idea. We'll see if it's executed well from Goonies Jason.
Yeah.
The premise of this is...
Wait, can we just decipher in case there's any new listeners?
Yeah.
When David says we'll see if it's executed well from Goonies Jason, what he means is me and David are too chicken to see this.
Right.
So we're going to make Jason watch it and tell us if it's
tell
good.
us if it's good or not. Yeah.
Right.
And then we'll solely base our opinion off of his review.
Exactly.
Premise here is that there's some sort of creature that only shows up when no one else is around, and it only takes the form of the person you desire the most. And that's how it gets you.
Yeah.
So
David's trailer of the week is Street Fighter.
Yeah.
And the correct trailer of the week is
Street
Idiots.
Fighter.
What?
What? Pretty sure you said Street Fighter, right? It's Street Fighter.
So the good trailer of the week is from a movie called Idiots, and David's trailer of the week is Street Fighter. See, that's so nice.
So you can just move past that mistake that you made there in announcing things.
Over Your Dead Body.
Yes.
Is a movie that we both saw.
Yes.
Or at least I saw.
I saw it, and it's a remake of a movie called Over Your Dead Body.
Is it really?
Yep. And it is directed by the Lonely Island's Jorma Takakone, starring Samara Weaving and Timothy Oliphant and Juliette something, Lewis. And I can never remember the other guy's name.
Jason Segel.
Jason Segel. Yeah. This movie was marketed to be a lot funnier than it was. And the premise is a couple goes up to the cabin and they both secretly have plans to kill each other. But then when they find out that the other person has plans to kill the other one, they wind up just having a big argument about why would you try and kill me when I was going to try and kill you? But then it turns out that there are other people around who are evil and bad, and they're going to cause problems.
The bad people had recently escaped from a high security prison for being murderers, and they were hiding out in the attic.
Yeah.
And got inadvertently set loose from the attic and turned the tables on our happy couple, and chaos ensued. The best part of the entire movie was when the dad broke out of the retirement home and stole Kevin's little, I don't even know what you call that, little sports car, like a cheapy sports car.
Yeah. Couldn't figure out how to turn the radio off.
Couldn't figure out how to turn the radio off, but by the end of the drive, was singing along with the music.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked this movie. I didn't love it, but this is a kind of movie where if somebody told me I'm coming to the movies this weekend, I've already seen Project Hail Mary and I've already seen Michael, like I would recommend this movie to somebody. I'm not going to tell anybody like, hey, you got to drop what you're doing and go see this movie. But if somebody's looking for a suggestion and somebody likes, it's incredibly gory movie, a lot of blood, a lot of gore. I don't know. I think it's fun.
I felt like this movie was almost there.
Yeah.
It was started off really strong and it just got to where I was expecting it to like cross over the line to being like fun.
Yeah.
And then it just plateaued and then started going down. And then it went up again, but it just never, this movie just never got there for me. It wasn't funny enough for how gory it was. And it wasn't gory enough to just be a gory hack and slash movie because it was too wacky. And I don't know, the acting was great. The actors and actresses are all fine, fantastic in this even. But it just did not do it for me. I did not have a good time.
So what are you giving it?
I'm going to give it worst movie I've ever seen.
I'm going to give it best movie I've ever seen.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Well, we're torn.
Yeah.
Just like within the trailers where I was right. And you were wrong.
Right. It's so difficult.
It's weird.
It's so difficult how you're always wrong.
Yeah. I get the feeling that I'm always right. Though.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Over Your Dead Body, now playing at Penn Cinema.
What are we doing next week?
Well, I think we should do Devil Wears Prada.
And not Michael?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Devil Wears Prada is going to be huge. And I feel like if we just keep kicking the can down the road, we're always going to be a week late. May is packed with movies.
Right.
Let's get back on schedule. I hear that Michael is amazing. Some people are complaining that it glosses over some of the difficult parts of his story that are hard to include in a biopic that you're trying to, hype up. I recommend seeing it. I haven't seen it yet, but I hear great things. But let's get back on track with May 1st with Devil Wears Prada. Then we can watch Mortal Kombat, and then we can right back on schedule. Keep the show current and fresh.
Do I have to watch The Devil Wears Prada 1?
No, you do not.
I don't.
Although I did recently watch it on the plane. No, you do not.
Okay. Because I've never seen it.
Yeah, okay.
All right, look, if you want to tell us what you thought of Over Your Dead Body or whatever, podcast at pencinema.com. Just like these fantastic people wrote in to let us know. This is our listeners' feedback, questions, comments, so forth and so on. Let's start off with the longest Andrew. He says, I just watched Godzilla -1. I thought it was really good. It was probably a longer book than most that Penn reads. My concern is about the name of the sequel. Why Godzilla -0? Should it be Godzilla -2? What are they going to call the third movie? Godzilla -1? So I know the answer to this question. And I almost don't want to answer because I know he's just being funny.
But isn't that what we do best?
Yeah.
Answer the question they're not asking.
So the reason is it's called Godzilla -1 because Japan is already down one because of the nuclear bomb. And in America, it's level. They're not up and they're not down. So it's a Godzilla -0. Anyway.
I just love how you cannot resist explaining things to people who point out the stupidity of other things.
And I know the longest Andrew is so much smarter than me, and I know he does that.
I also think it's pretty funny he said it's a longer book than most that Penn reads.
And it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to tell you about my reading adventures.
I can't wait to hear how you didn't read.
Next up, we have a short-term listener, first-time caller, who goes by the code name William.
Oh, not Dread Pirate Will Turner?
Oh, right. Dread Pirate Turner.
Yeah.
Or Dread Pirate Will. Let's just call Dread Pirate Will.
Okay.
DW for short.
DW. Skipping the P.
DPW.
DPW.
Department of Public Works.
Department of Public Works Turner.
Department of Public Works Turner wrote in and said, short-time listener, first-time caller here. Let's put the cards on the table. See what he did there?
Yeah.
Penn's in Las Vegas right now. Okay. DPW goes on to write, I think the John problem has become a little over-exaggerated. It just catches me off guard because A, Penn is from the well-known Philly suburb of Brooklyn. Great line, David. And B, the timing of it is usually pretty good in conversation. Points for comedic effect. Mm-hmm. So in other words, he's taken my side.
Yeah, he's on board with this, John.
Yeah, if we... How did I walk right into
I know.
it? How did I not see that coming? I almost don't want to continue. Oh my God. That's some funny John right there. No, yours was better. Anyway, DPW goes on to remark that he was Instacarting at Giant the other day. I just love that that's a verb, but it is. So I was this is still on the topic of John. And our boy lives in Philadelphia.
Right.
Not in the suburb of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
DPW was Instacarting at Giant the other day and told the cashier he had 3 orders, and the cashier looks me dead in the face to say, I don't really like doing them Johns. I always get them wrong. I was stunned, primarily because it wasn't Penn saying it to me, and secondarily because I don't think that a cashier has ever told me he didn't want to ring up my John. That's hilarious. He goes on to request, hey, we are way ahead of it. He goes on to request a different nickname. It can be Pirates related, but I lived 90 miles from Orlando my whole life, and anything associated with that town, including the name, is bad juju.
Bad John.
Bad John.
That's what he meant to say.
Right. I wonder how he'll feel about Department of Public Works will.
Yeah.
DPW will.
DPW will.
I don't love that nickname because it doesn't roll off the tongue.
Dread Pirate will.
Dread Pirate will.
Dread Pirate. The Dread Pirate.
The Dread Pirate.
The Dread Pirate.
How about just the Pirate?
Well, we used to have Pirate Dave.
Pirate Dave. All right,
Yeah.
we'll keep workshopping it.
Willie T.
Penn podcast at Penn Cinema. If you want to name this caller.
Yeah, podcastpencinema.com.
Did you know that my godson, my nephew, which by the way, shout out to Cameron. He's getting ready to graduate high school in 5 minutes. Did you know he was named as the result of a naming contest at Penn Cinema?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
His parents were struggling with what's the, picking a boy name.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was both, but anyway, and we had people write in. And sure enough, we picked the name Cameron. His parents picked the name Cameron. I had nothing to do with it except facilitating the write-in.
Except for you rigged the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He goes on to say he went to Cinemark, and is he going to have to say some Hail Marys? We're not opposed to going to Cinemark.
No. I mean, you definitely have to say some Penn Cinema podcasts.
Yeah. I think if you go to Cinemark and then write into the show, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I have friends at Cinemark. Shout out to Wanda. She hosted us at, remember that meeting I went to in Dallas? That was at the Cinemark headquarters.
Wow.
Nice place. They have good coffee up in their outside their conference room.
I think if you go to a Cinemark, you should have to do a big stretch and go, email podcast at least once.
And definitely if you're wearing your Penn Cinema podcast t-shirt, you can go anywhere you want.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Bonus
a free pass.
points.
Yeah.
If you go to a theater that
They owe you.
Right. They should be paying you. Anyway, he assures himself somehow.
That is,
I think this is undoubtedly proof that I am all in on the Penn Cinema. Nobody ever doubted you.
I mean, I had some doubts. Some big ones.
All right, we got another Hall of Famer.
Yeah, the Abacus writes in. He says, I'm watching the 1962 film The Music Man, and it takes place in 1912. And the one character keeps saying he graduated in '05. Maybe Penn should watch this movie so he's not so critical of David. Thank you for standing up for me, the right one.
Maybe the Abacus should take the Music Man
Yeah.
and shove it up his ass. So Abacus, what the hell? We don't need this kind of distraction from
just
We're
saying.
trying to conduct a movie related professional
Yeah.
John.
About a theater that opened in the aughts.
In the early aughts.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's right. You're going to walk around saying Penn Cinema was founded in the early aughts.
That's right.
Oh no.
Watch yourself.
Oh,
I'm always saying that.
Right.
People are like, how's your day going? Well, Penn Cinema was founded in the early aughts. You know, as you know.
All right, Abacus, I will, now that I've gotten my performative angst out of the way, I will thank you for that reference. That is actually reassuring because I swear to God, I thought David was making this up.
You and about everyone I talk to.
It's good on Abacus for having your back. He always has your back.
It's true.
Yeah.
Except for when he's stabbing it.
Right. But even then he has
He's old it.
He's just stabbing into it. How about that scene in the movie where they kill Todd and then like in the whole next scene he comes back to life?
Oh, yeah.
I hated that.
Yeah.
I
Walking out
hated
the back
that.
after all the stabs.
I did not like that part of
Yeah.
the movie. All right.
Well, look, if you want to be like these fine people, remember you can email us podcast@penncinema.com. That's our brand new email post CinemaCon. Podcast at penncinema.com. Podcast at cinema.com.
Try writing podcast at CinemaCon.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Podcast at penncinema.com. Which, Penn,
Yeah.
you were gone and I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah.
So that makes me really want to know, Penn,
Right.
what's up with you? Oh. Hat. He's got a top hat on.
You got a tap
hat on.
David. Yes. Something you want to say?
I'm just saying you're looking quite dapper today, my good fellow.
Wait till I show up next week with my monocle.
Oh.
Yeah. And then who will be laughing then, David?
Clearly me.
David, while I was away, I did a lot of reading.
Did you? Now, is this between 1 and 5 or 1 to 10 pages?
Books read this year.
Yeah.
What are we saying this top one is?
Okay, so the bottom one is total,
Okay.
right?
Ever lifetime reading.
Well, this year.
Okay, right.
The top one is the amount of books that aren't exercise books.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So
we're gonna take this little guy and
you changed it from 0 to 0.
But I did do a lot of reading, and I did make it past part 1,
Okay.
and I'm into part 2,
Okay.
and we're carrying on. Donut's head is getting big because he wants to be a TV. She
Yeah.
wants to be a TV celebrity, and they met the people that escaped from nursing home, got them down to level 2.
Ooh.
They continued to fight more bosses and neighborhood bosses and all that kind of
Yeah.
John. Here's my issue.
Oh,
I have an issue, David.
what's that?
I'm not enjoying.
enough exercise.
I'm not enjoying this book as much as I used to.
Oh, why?
I feel like it's the same thing. Every chapter is like the same thing. Oh, there's this impossible boss. Oh, there's no way they can beat him this time. Oh, well, they'll pull this thing from their little secret inventory list. And oh, they did beat him. And oh my God, now we'll have to go to the safe room. And oh, here's Mordecai again. And like, it just kind of feels a little bit like, you know how I complain in other movies that I have a pet peeve where 20 bad guys can't hit the good guy.
Yeah.
And then the good guy fires twice and kills all 20 of them with 2 bullets. It feels a lot like that. Like they time and time again, the main character and Donut Carl and Donut go in. You would think I could remember the main character's name. It's the name of the damn book. They go into a fight that's like impossible, and yet they always pull it off.
Yeah.
So unless you tell me he's going to end up, Donut dies at the end, then I mean, I'm committed. I'm going to keep reading it.
Yeah.
But I'm not loving it as much as I did at the beginning.
Right. There is a point where they address some of that.
Okay.
Not in this book, but there's a point where it's like it's always Carl like coming up with some sort of elaborate plan,
Right.
and Donut and some other people start calling him out as a backseat crawler. They were like, you just don't like any plan that's not yours. Why does it always have to be your plan and you? I
I also finished Something Very Bad Is About to Happen, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and I felt as though the last 5 minutes of this series on Netflix made the whole thing worthwhile.
Oh, wow.
It was not a great show. I think I complained last time that I kept waiting for something to happen, and in the last episode, something does happen, and I'm still watching it, kind of like, ugh, okay. But then at the very end, shit happens, and I'm like, okay, this show is great. I also rewatched Devil Wears Prada. Amy and I watched You've Got Mail, and I watched Sisu: The Road to Revenge.
The first one? Or
No, the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. So David,
Was it good?
it was all right. It was fine.
Okay.
What's up with you?
You've not been around, so you have no idea what's been going on.
You've had plenty of time on your hands.
Let's just say that I watched Project Hail Mary again,
Okay.
and I loved it.
Let's just say.
And it was funny because we sat down to watch it, and I was like, oh, I was so excited to watch it. And it got dark, and I thought, oh, what movie are we watching again? I don't know why. Like it totally blanked from my face. And then I was like, oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, all right. We're watching Project Hail Mary again. Cool. I started playing Picopia, which has been fun. And it's a lot like Animal Crossing, so I feel like that. Get into it. And then, since I saw you last, which is the last time we recorded, it's on video, anyone can see that it happened.
Right.
I finished Carl's Doomsday Scenario, which is
Book 2.
book 2
Right.
of the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, which I really liked. And then I also finished the Dungeon Anarchist cookbook, which is book 3. And I have now started The Gate of the Feral Gods, which is book 4.
So the last time we spoke,
Yeah.
since the last time I saw you,
Yeah.
which was on video,
It can be proven.
anyone can see.
Yeah.
We discussed, the question is, are you going to finish all 8 books before, who finishes first? David on all 8 books or Penn on the first book?
Yeah.
And I would say we're still, I'm a little ahead of you because I think I'm a little more than halfway.
Yeah, which is, yeah.
Concerned, you better try to keep up. I could win this thing, David.
My books keep getting longer and longer. Yours stays static.
Right. That's the idea. That's exactly my point.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this series, and Penn did have a good point, but I will say, as the series goes on, it continues to get more and more crazy, and you just never know where it's going to go. However, it does have the hero problem of they always make it out.
Yeah.
Not as things go, bad things do happen, but obviously because there's 8 books and it's the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, at least Carl's going to make it through.
Yeah.
So,
all right. I think we did it.
I think we did it. You know what's crazy?
I'm
Is we
exhausted.
spent like 20 times more than normal on the news section.
Yeah.
And we were able to blast through the rest just a little bit longer than our normal show.
Perfect.
So, look, next week we'll be back and we'll be reviewing The Devil Wears Prada 2, which apparently you don't have to watch the first one to enjoy. I will put that to the test. So we'll see you then. Look, if you want to be a part of the show, the best way to do that is to email us at our brand new email, podcast@penncinema.com. But if you want to support the show, what's the number one way to do that?
Number one way to do that is to reach out to our friends at CinemaCon, cinemacon.org, and ask them why the Penn Cinema Podcast was not formally invited to CinemaCon.
Yeah. Yeah. Where was David's pass?
Well, we want David not only to have a pass, but to do a presentation at CinemaCon.
Yeah.
In the Coliseum.
About how podcasting can help the theater.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
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 But if you don't have access to email.
I can see it now. I'd be like, you know what's really beneficial to your company that's based in only a certain part of the world? How big you can be in Singapore.
Right. Or Ireland.
Yeah, or Ireland.
And I gotta tell you, I'm a little irritated with our friends in Ireland. I was telling somebody the other day about we always tell the funny story, and and you know what goes unspoken with that story is that to this day we still have not heard from our friends in Ireland.
That's right. Or Singapore.
Which makes you wonder: are they actually our friends?
Oh.
Or are they just taking advantage of us and listening?
Hate listening.
Maybe they think this is a one-way street.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike Dread Pirate, The Abacus, Top 10, so on. The Longest Andrew.
Yeah.
Frodo.
Exactly. All right, so right CinemaCon, ask them while we're not there. But let's say you're like some people we know who don't get invited to CinemaCon.
Right. Then just tell a friend how much you enjoy the show. We would really appreciate it. And since we're so big on YouTube now, we want you to like and subscribe our YouTube videos.
Perfect.
And that's a little point in Penn's column for remembering to say that.
All right. Well, once again for the Penn Cinema Podcast, I'm David Bolton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum. Take care and party on.
Thanks for joining us this episode. Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema, featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.
Nice. That was awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Great. I'm happy.
It's a cut.